Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. This video, I want to talk about the moon and how significant the moon is, especially for a woman. If you're really trying to embark on a spiritual path and really getting to know thyself, I would highly suggest that you build a relationship with the moon and its cycles, because it's very vital. Because the moon is the subconscious. To me, the moon is just as important as the sun. The moon is the shadow side of the sun. Because if it wasn't, why does sunlight shine on it when it's lit? Any type of light on the moon is sunlight. So that just makes sense. It will just only tell you that the moon is just as important as the sun. And this is why witches and Wiccans and whoever, this is why they do a lot of lunar magic, because they know how powerful the moon is. And as a woman, it's very important to really know when you're menstruating. I really love my period calendar app that I have on my phone, because when you look at the calendar app and then you look at a real moon app and you look at the week that you're bleeding and the cycles, the moon cycle, it's very significant. And not even just for women, like for men as well. I feel like the moon will help men really get in touch with their feminine side and really learn how to be comfortable with it. The moon represents darkness to me, and I made a few videos in the past about in the Nile culture and Mayan culture, how they talked about cleansing your shadow side. And the moon, I believe that the moon goes hand in hand in that. Definitely doing shadow work during any moon cycle. I will say all four cycles: the new moon, the first quarter, the full moon, and the third quarter. I think those 4 cycles are very vital to do shadow work and to meditate and really get grounded and really know who you really are, because the moon is who you really are on the inside. Your emotions, your deepest secrets, your deepest desires, your deepest fears, your deepest dreams. The moon, even though in tarot you do have a moon card, the moon is actually the moon, right? But also the moon, to me, and they also say it also is connected to the high priestess. And to say that, if you're really trying to get serious with your spiritual practices, I will say the first step will be to learn about the moon and build a connection with the moon. I think that would be a first go-to thing. Even if you're already on a spiritual journey already, if you're not doing it already, I will definitely say learn to get connected with the moon, because the moon it's like a gateway. It's a doorway. It leads you to the astral plane. The moon is like that door that leads you to everything. I just realized it's been happening for years, but I just realized it recently. And this was what made me want to make this video, is because I realized, me personally, with the moon is every moon cycle precise, every moon cycle, the day of, I'm talking about the day of the new moon, the full moon, every one of those cycles, I get the most powerful downloads. I get the most powerful downloads when I'm tapped in. Let me say that, because it's not every single week, but when I'm really in it and I'm really deep into it, the moon tells me everything I need to know. It'll tell me something that I need to know, or it'll confirm something that I already know. So for those that are really serious about diving deep into who you really are, I will say start with the moon first. The moon is like the gateway, the moon is like what they say weed is, the gateway drug. It leads to all the other drugs, right? So, I would say definitely build a relationship with the moon, especially if you're a woman. I think it's very vital for women to really build a relationship with the moon. And really, I feel like the moon will really be there to nourish us and to teach us who we really are and how to be better people. If you're in that vibration, because a lot of people, they like to use the moon for their sick, wicked purposes. Like, it's so crazy. Like, there's so many things that, I could make videos about, but I don't want to keep making videos about this certain person that I've been talking about on my channel for months. But the moon is very vital right now. It's very crucial into your spiritual development. If you don't know where to start, this is for those, especially if you don't know where to start. Like, say for example, you're having like spiritual experiences and you really don't know what the fuck is going on. You're really lost in the sauce, which is normal. I will say start with the moon. I will definitely say work with the moon. And I ain't talking about spells and shit. I'm talking about really meditating, getting like a moon app calendar. Get an app on your phone with a moon calendar. Learn the moon, learn the phases of the moon. Study how you feel during the cycles as well. Like each cycle, especially as women, each cycle we feel different each week. That's a proven fact. Like, we go through different phases. Like, that's why it's called a phase, because it changes. But at the same time, when you first, not even just first, but just really getting grounded on the spiritual journey, the moon is going to reveal to you all the secrets. It's going to reveal to you all the knowledge of self, what you need to know, or confirm what you already know, So I would highly suggest those. If you're new, or you don't really know where to start, or even if you already started and you don't really have a deep connection with the moon, I would suggest like really getting tapped into the moon. Really getting tapped into the moon, really getting tapped into the energies of the moon and become it. Because truth be told, a lot of stuff is changing. A lot of people are waking up, and a lot of people are not who we think they are. And once you build a relationship with the moon, and if anybody tries to attack you during the moon, because most likely if someone's trying to send a spiritual attack towards you, most of the time they're using moon magic. So building a relationship with the moon will eliminate all of that. You don't even need to light a candle, because you don't even need to do like a ritual. You might need to do a ritual, a cleansing bath or something, but it might be a time you don't have to do anything, because you built such a bond and a connection with the moon. The moon represents who we really are on the inside, and it represents the secrets, the great mysteries of life. It's the darkness that I've been speaking of on my channel. The shadow work is going within your subconscious, which is the moon. So the moon is very vital on this path. So I would highly suggest everyone to really build a relationship with the moon. And once you build a relationship with the moon, you'll be able to really get deeper into who you really are and what you're searching for. That's all I wanted to say. I'll come back with another video later. But I never really realized how powerful the moon really is. The moon is extremely powerful. especially for us women, because we are lunar by nature. So I'll come back with another one. It's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but I will definitely say for those that don't know where to start, I will start with the moon first. The moon it's the best place to start because that's where everything is. It's the gateway. But I'm out. Bye.